Well, for today on Wednesday, we got 5 games in the NBA. Let's go ahead and start at 6 p.m. It's going to be a little bit of a late start today rather than the 5 p.m. normal. In Chicago, we have the Chicago Bulls hosting the Portland Trail Blazers, who obviously just lost Yusuf Nurkic 2 days ago with a broken left leg. Pretty gruesome injury there. You guys can all see that, I'm sure, on YouTube or on whatever site, any highlight site. But yeah, terrible broken leg for Yusuf Nurkic. Definitely going to be a damper for Portland's playoff hopes, as Nurkic has been playing fantastic. He's arguably been their second best player for the majority of the season. CJ had been out as well and playing decent, but Nurkic has really stepped his game up this season more than any season in the past. And it's going to be really tough, I think, to get a win in this one. They're also going to be without C.J. McCollum, or to get a win, in the playoffs. I mean, I think this will be probably still relatively good for them. But C.J. and Nurk are both going to be out for Portland. And as far as the Bulls, Wendell Carter Jr., Levine, Otto Porter, Chris Dunn, and Markkanen are all going to be out. So this is going to be a pretty tough game to watch, I imagine. Portland is going to be favored by 7.5 on the road, and ESPN gives them a 77% chance to get the victory. All right, still at 6 o'clock. This one in Memphis. We have the Memphis Grizzlies hosting the Golden State Warriors. It looks like the Warriors are going to be full strength in this one, and as far as Memphis, they're still going to be without Mike Conley, Joakim Noah, and Avery Bradley. Again, a pretty tough one, although Memphis did get a big win the other day. Who did they beat the other day? They beat the Thunder by 12 at home, and then the Grizzlies last week by 1. So, I mean, they've been playing okay ball somewhat. That 12-point Thunder victory was without Mike Conley, and a really dominating win, too. It really wasn't even that close. This one, however, going to be tough pickings for them. Golden State going to be favored by 10.5 points here on the road, and ESPN is going to give them a 71% chance to get the victory. Okay, speaking of the Thunder, this is going to be an interesting match up here. The Thunder host Paul George's ex-team, who just beat them, 2 weeks ago, the Indiana Pacers in Oklahoma City here. Indiana actually playing pretty well. The Thunder, I believe, have lost 12 of their last 15 games in a serious skid. I had them up at, I think, second or third place in my power rankings at the beginning of the season. I guess I'll probably have to bring those back for Friday's show or something like that. But right now, they're playing terrible. I believe they're in 7th place in the Western Conference, about a half game up on San Antonio for the 8th seed. And things just not really going very well for the Oklahoma City right now. Paul George taking a step back from his MVP accolades early in the season. It'd be nice if the Thunder could get him back to where he was before that shoulder injury kind of derailed him a little bit. However, in this one, they're still going to be favored by 6.5 at home. They're going to be without they're going to be without Jawan Evans, Indiana's going to be without Darren Collison. Oklahoma City will be favored by 6.5 at home on this ESPN first half of a doubleheader, and ESPN's also given them a 59% chance to win the game. So that's actually a pretty low percentage there for that high of a spread, and I think that spread should be a little bit lower myself. And to 8 o'clock, this one's going to be a tough watch also. In Phoenix, Arizona, the Suns are going to host the Washington Wizards, who just lost last night in LA to the Los Angeles Lakers. Pretty tough little Western swing here for the Wiz. They're going to be without Trevor Ariza in the game, and the Suns are going to be without T.J. Warren, Tyler Johnson, and Josh Jackson. Tough one here for the Phoenix Suns. It's their last game, or one game removed from their 30-point loss to the Utah Jazz, where Devin Booker scored 59. A great shooting performance from him. Be nice to see where he picks up in this game, although he'll be D'd up by Bradley Beal, who's a little bit underrated defensively, actually a really good athletic defensive guard. So that'll be an interesting matchup to watch, at least Beal versus Devin Booker. Washington's going to be favored by 2 on the road. ESPN gives them a 56% chance to get the victory. And the last game of the evening, ESPN again, 8:30 p.m. on this one. This is the second half of the doubleheader. This is a pretty tough one here. I don't understand it. Utah at home is going to be hosting the Los Angeles Lakers. LA just last night played at home and got the victory over the Washington Wizards. Tonight they'll be in Utah, who, like I just said 2 days ago, had that 30-point victory over the Suns. So as far as injuries, I guess Mike Muscala is going to be out. Josh Hart, Reggie Bullock, and Tyson Chandler are all going to be out, which is quite a bit. But I don't know. The Utah Jazz are 15-point favorites in this game. I'm not sure that I could see that as I would say LA plus 15 seems like a win for me. ESPN's BPI, though, does give them an 82% chance to get the victory. I'd be pretty surprised if the Lakers got the win, but I don't think they're going to lose by 15. I think it'd be more likely they lose by less than that. Either way, should be a pretty interesting game. LeBron always draws TV ratings, and then the Utah Jazz have been playing well lately. Be interesting to watch that game. I might be doing it myself. Alrighty, that takes us to the end of Wednesday's games. Don't want to keep you waiting too much longer. A little bit of news here. Just yesterday, the Miami Heat raised Chris Bosh's number 1 jersey into the rafters. He gets his jersey retired. LeBron and everybody send out their congratulations. Dwayne Wade was obviously there, giving him hugs and stuff like that. Big day there for Chris Bosh and for the Miami Heat. And then how about Lonzo Ball? After being swindled for like $1.5 million of his own money from his co-partner of Big Baller Brand, he actually gets his Big Baller Brand tattoo covered up, and he is no longer going to be affiliated with Big Baller Brand. I think that there's a good possibility that he's going to become a Nike player here in the near future, if he's even offered another contract there. He ended up getting some dice to cover up his Big Baller Brand tattoo. Maybe not the coolest, but understand you got to do what you got to do. Kudos for Lonzo Ball getting out of that situation there. All right, so this is going to take us to the end of the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. March 27th, 2019. We're going to be back tomorrow. Same thing, same place. And like I said, go and subscribe or go and like on Twitter, Intelligent Tho1, Intelligent THO1, Intelligent Thoughts on Facebook, and Intelligent B Thoughts, the word B, on Instagram. And until tomorrow, I love you guys.